Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout. What is today? 6:17 already. I haven't done Bull City Hangout for a little bit. I've been having trouble with my new teeth, still getting used to them. Love them, however. But yeah, I also went to a resource fair. What was it called? It was called Aging Gracefully Resource Fair over there in the Human Resources Building at 414 East Main Street. That was a couple days ago, last week actually. It was really fun. I had a great time. Met lots of great people. Got some great information. Oh, I'm getting a notice here that there's trouble on Facebook. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. It was disconnected, so I don't know how to reconnect it. Okay, let me click on. Oh no, I don't want to see continue streaming. This might not be on Facebook. I'll do my best. Let me just continue with the show and just pretend like everything's fine. But I am getting a notice that somehow there's problems on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. So if you tried to watch via Facebook, I'm also on the Patricia A. Murray LinkedIn, the Durham Skywriter YouTube, and the Durham Skywriter Twitch TV. So there you go. So let me just very quickly run through some items here for Bull City Hangout. This is where I tell you what's happening today in Durham. I also invite you to click on the link. In fact, I think I posted it right there. Let me make sure. Oh, oh, the comment didn't go over to the Facebook page either. Oh my goodness. Let me try it again. Let me just see if it works. Okay, Facebook. Yeah, technical problems. Oh my goodness. As soon as I come back, there's technical problems. Let me try it again. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not the end of the world. It's frustrating, but I think we'll all live. Okay, let me see if it posts now on Facebook. It doesn't look like it's. I think it's working. Hmm. Oh, William A. Andrews is saying good afternoon, Bull City. You know that's right. So welcome back. And as always, I'm loving your catchphrase. It's a beautiful day in the Bull City. Love it. Yes, indeed, it is. It really is. So what I'm going to do is to run through a few things here, starting out with the Word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also city, county, and state governments. So, in fact, there's some new because I like to pick up information at these resource fairs, like I was just saying. So, let me see if I can tell you who's new. Bridges Point is new. Bridges Point is a local nonprofit, and they serve both children and adults living with sickle cell disease. So they can help you find care, find a job. They can help you if you have financial hardships. They advocate at the government level. They offer peer and social support groups, and they also explain if you don't really know what sickle cell is all about. They will let you know. They know everything there is to know about sickle cell, and they will explain it to you. Okay. Now they also have Bridges Point Apartments because it's well. I was talking years and years ago when they first started this, which is the first housing program in the entire country that serves specifically people living with sickle cell disease. So Elaine Whitworth, the director, she was explaining to me that what happens when you have sickle cell, when you have a flare up, you have to take off from work sometimes. It just can't be helped. There's a lot of pain involved. It's serious, nothing to play with. So what happens sometimes when you have sickle cell, you miss out um, on your job. Sometimes you take more sick days than your boss wants you to, and you end up losing your job. It happens. It happens. So understanding that this happens, they offer these apartments to people with sickle cell. And I guess they get some kind of support so that when they do have days off from work, they know they're not going to lose um, their apartment, because that's what happens. So you lose your job, then you lose your apartment, and then it's downhill from there sometimes. So they at least want to make sure that you're able to live safely while dealing with your sickle cell. So anyway, I do have their address. They're over there at Ree City, downtown. I have their phone number, their website. So welcome, Bridges Point, to the Durham Skywriter. And who else is new? Let's see. Because I think I added at least three. I'm not done yet. I still have a pile of papers right to the left of me where I'll be adding more items. Digital Durham. Okay, so I met them in Durham Central Park. So anyway, let me tell you what they do. They're aiming for digital equity, where everybody and every local community has access to the internet. So and and not just for work, but for school, for fun, for taking part in civic and cultural activities. Like for example, you could have watched the city council meeting online yesterday. So they work in partnership with different organizations. They offer affordable internet access and computing gear. Also, they offer digital literacy training, and their partner, they have a lot of partners. Dare I name them all? Yes, I shall. I will, because they need credit. So their partners are Book Harvest, City of Durham, Community Workshop Series, Duke Roybal, Duke University's Office of Durham and Community Affairs, Durham County Library, Durham Housing Authority, Durham Literacy Center, Durham Public Schools, Durham Technical Community College, Camden Institute, North Carolina Central University's Digital Equity Leadership Program, the Triangle Nonprofit Volunteer Leadership Center, and Triangle E-Cycling. So it's a big deal. So you might want to read about that on the Word page and see if you can get involved. And who else is new? Let's see. That might be it. Let's see. Let me just check. I just want to welcome all the newbies. In fact, I can go faster if I put on my specs, as my aunt used to. Oh, that is better. Okay, let's see who else is new. Mhm. Home Share Durham. So they're downtown at I think it's that church across from Truist Bank on Chapel Hill Street. I forget the name. Duke. It's called Duke Memorial. I think it's Duke Memorial. But anyway, Home Share Durham, that's where their office is. Their website is there and their phone number is right there on the Word page. So go to durhamskywriter.com and then head over to the Word page. So this is an alternative housing model where people who own spaces, be it houses or apartments, whatever, they started back in the 70s. So they might be looking for someone to share the space with them. And you can share the cost of utilities, and of course rent if there's rent, mortgage if there's mortgage. And it's a good way um, to live safely with someone else and share the expenses. So sometimes instead of let's see. Let me just make sure I got this right. Shared housing expenses plus the cost of utilities, companionship and increased security, and mutual assistance. Now I know in Northern Europe they put people together who are, for example, um, college students who are studying the elder population, and then they put them with an elder who needs help with that. We're not that clever yet, just yet here in the States, but still, Home Share Durham is pretty cool because they do strive to find the perfect. So if you need more information, this is a program of the Durham Congregations in Action, DCIA. So you can call or visit the website if you need more information on Home Share Durham. It might be a nice alternative for people who are ordinarily living alone, but the cost of apartments nowadays and homes is just ridiculous. So this might be a nice alternative. Okay, let's see what else is on the page. Who else is new? Oh, here's another new one, MAAME, Mobilizing African American Mothers Through Empowerment. And basically, this is a local nonprofit. They're right there on Fayetteville Street, and they help with reproductive, prenatal, and postpartum care. They do a lot of training. A lot of young moms don't really know about breastfeeding. They know that it exists, but they don't understand the whole experience, so they can help with that. They help with maternal health, both physical and mental. They even help with job search, job readiness, access to healthy foods. They give away food, I think, produce every they're doing so this past Saturday. So I think maybe a couple of times a month they do that. They also have, oh, I was mentioning this. They have this program. It's called the Eat Well program. And you can get $80 a month for grocery shopping if you're a pregnant or postpartum resident of Durham, Wake, Orange, Alamance, Forsyth, Guilford, Mecklenburg, or Johnston County. So if you know someone who is pregnant or postpartum, and if you have a family or friends in these other counties, let them know about this service. Okay, let's see who else is new. I think that's about it. Let me make sure. Let me just scroll down very quickly. Yeah, that's it. Oh, Sprouts Club. This is for kids. If you're going to the Durham Wednesday Farmers Market and you have kids or grandkids who want to tag along, you can let them take part in the Sprouts Club, where they have educational activities between 3 and 6, same as the market hours on Wednesday. So this is downtown at the Durham Central Park Farmers Market, and it's really fun. Now, once your child finishes the day's activities, they give the child $5 in market bucks so they can buy their own fruits or vegetables. So which I think is very, very cute. Old School Dave, yes, it is Tuesday, isn't it? Happy Tuesday indeed. My glasses are so big. I don't think I need them now. Okay, I'm good. Okay, right now I'm going to go back up to the city of Durham because tomorrow they'll be trying to fill some city vacancies. So let me go back up to the calendar where it says City of Durham, because you might want to help fill one of these vacancies. So let's see. There it is. So with tomorrow being the 18th, they're going to be trying to fill these vacancies on the Durham Affordable Housing Implementation Committee, the Housing Appeals Board, Realty and Tenant. There's also a vacancy on the Recreation Advisory Commission. So go to the Word page, click on the link, see what will be expected of you if you join. Then if you're still interested, let the city know by end of day tomorrow that you want to fill one of these vacancies. Now, the Durham County Libraries are open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6. They reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10 tomorrow. Okay, let's see what's happening. Let us see what's happening with Durham Tech Small Business Center. I don't think they have any in-person events today, so I'll be telling you about classes that are being offered online. These are one-off workshops for people who are trying to start a business or who already have and just want to do better, make money, etc., etc. So today is Tuesday. Here's a class. Get Googled and get going. I like that. That is from 1:30 until 3. That's today. It's free, totally free, online. So you can sign up for that. And here's another one from 6 until 7:30. Advanced Entrepreneur Academy, Your Legacy After a Lifetime in Business, the Long Haul. So I guess there's people that are far along. They've had their business for a while. They're starting to think of the future without having the business. So that's going to be from 6 until 7:30. And then from 6 until 8, here's a class, Google Sheets slash Excel for your business. So I guess if you want to keep some kind of records um, or information about your business online, you might want to check out that class. And here's one more from 6 until 8:30, finding creative income streams for artists. I like that. So if you're an artist and you just can't figure out what else to do, you're selling your paintings or whatever. You're just wondering what else can I do. I would say make T-shirts. I would say, you know, I didn't really, I wasn't aware of this until I watched these YouTube videos, but apparently there's a lot of money in stickers. I just got a pop-up notice that Barb is joining. They keep making these improvements with EV mugs. Barb, that was so cool. It like slid in from the side. Yeah. Ooh, I actually heard Barb. She's not even on yet. That was cool. As Dave is saying, art makes the world go round indeed. Yes. Okay, so let me continue. No, wait. There's one more. Okay, so tomorrow there's a class at 1 o'clock. Cybersecurity 101 for small businesses. And of course, you know what that means. You got to stay safe online. You simply must. There's no question because it's quite dangerous. People are just clicking on just links, just willy nilly. And yeah, you don't want to do that. Now, very quickly, let me check for SCORE and see if they have any workshops today. Oh boy, there's so much more on this page. Ah. SCORE is you serve as core of retired executives. You can get a mentor. You can take classes in person, online. So, oh, today there is a class at 1 o'clock. This is going to be online. Creating a personalized AI marketing agent for your business. I think I've seen that because sometimes you're on a, website and you'll see, um, talk to Jill or ask Johnny a question, and it's like this little cartoon picture, lower right hand corner. So I think that's what they're talking about, how to create one of those. And my question is, how do they? I guess I have to take the class because you want them to give the right answer. So I guess in advance, you have to figure out what the questions are going to be and then make sure that your AI agent somehow accesses that information correctly and in a timely manner. I might want to take that class because I don't know anything about that. Okay, let's go to let's see. How about the to your health page real quick? And I do want to bring Barb on. I'm going to rush through everything. Let's see. So all I'm going to do really is to invite you to check out the page and see what's available in terms of health information. But I do want to point out that there are always blood drives going on. So let's check for the latest in blood drives. The American Red Cross. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's a blood drive. Right now, they have a crew at Hemingway Hall, 6609 Crown Parkway, but they'll only be there for one more hour until 1:30. So if you're in the area, cool. Otherwise, if you don't want to rush, you can hop over to Rose of Sharon Baptist Church, 4109 Guest Road, and they'll have another crew there from 2:30 until 7 this evening. So you can literally save lives by donating blood. And let's check with Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Okay, they have a crew at Humacyte. That's Humacyte, 2525 East Highway 54, and they will be there for a couple of additional hours until 2 o'clock. And then they're going to have a crew at Chempower. In fact, they're there right now at Tri Center South 4. The address is 2530 South Tri Center Boulevard. Um, I'm pretty sure that's off of Cornwallis, east of South Alston. I'm pretty sure I've been over there. Um, let's see. And they'll be there until 3. Alrighty. Now it is Tuesday, so I must tell you about the HELP program, the Health Equipment Loan Program, run by the county at 4206 North Roxborough Street. So you can donate items like canes, wheelchairs, tub transfer benches. If you need something like that, head over there because what they do, they accept the donations and then they clean them up and repair them and then loan them out for 90 days at a time, which is super great. Totally free. So they're only open 2 days a week: Tuesdays, 10 to 2, Fridays, 1 to 5. All right. me go back up to the top of the page and go to the health events page and see what's happening. With it being the 17th, let's see. Mhm. The mind body approaches to coping with cancer is going on right now. So if you have the link and you forgot to go, you can head over to Zoom. Also, the long term care community support group meeting is going on right now. Also, again, if you forgot and you already have the link, because I think they use the same link every week. So that's going on right now. Let's see, Parenting with Cancer, the online meeting. This is run by Duke. So this is for parents, guardians, grandparents of kids and teens with cancer. You probably have a lot of questions. You need resources. You need a little help. You have questions. So this is going to be today at 6:30. Oh, this one's going to be in person. Okay. This is at the Duke Cancer Center, 20 Duke Medicine Circle. You can click to register. Now, this one's online. The African American Dementia Caregiver Support Group. That's going to be today, 7 o'clock, and it is online. And I mentioned the new addition to the word page, MAME. I don't know if they say MAME or MAME, that would be cute, but mobilizing African American mothers through empowerment. They're going to have an online Mocha Milk Club. Isn't that cute? It's going to be tonight at 7 o'clock, where new moms, they can gather information about lactation and the peer support counselors as they learn about the breastfeeding experience. That's going to be tonight at 7. Let's see what else is happening. Now, the Parenting with Cancer meeting that's online, that's going to be tonight from 7:30 until 8:30. Let's see. And then tomorrow at 10:30, the Emerald Doulas will be holding the new parent hangout. This is going to be at their office, 5317 Highgate Drive, Suite 115. Tomorrow, 10:30 until noon. This is where parents and your little babies, if you couldn't get a babysitter, you can share your challenges and successes. These meetings are totally judgment free, and they welcome all, literally all types of families. And you can bring your lunch if you like, because it is, after all, right before lunch. Okay, let's go to the Senior Scope page and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. It's really hot this week, and I know they're working on the air conditioning last week. I do hope it's fixed because, yeah, this is hot now. It's not quite summer yet, but yeah, it's hot. Now it's Tuesday, so this afternoon you can enjoy quilt making at 1. The Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. Kings in the Corner and Pinochle all the way until 7 o'clock this evening because they're open late. Powerful tools for, ooh, that just ended last week. Oops, never mind. I'm going to take that off. Acrylic painting with Steve at 4 o'clock, $10 fee. That's the only class where you have to pay. DCSL band practice from 3 until 4:30, where you can join the band, or at least try to join the band, or at least listen to the band. They're really good, and they practice over in the theater at 3 o'clock. The fitness center and the tech lab are both open for drop-ins from 5 until 7:30. So if you're still working, you're a senior, you're still working, then you can go ahead and just get relaxed, work on some computer stuff, work off some steam in the fitness center, and arrive home totally chilled out. So and it's free parking too, free membership. Cardio and more, 5:30, and line dancing at 6:15. Now, tomorrow morning, muscle pump at 8:40, total body workout at 10, quick drawing class at 10, ping pong at 10, Hispanic Heritage Group at 10, Super Agers Tech class at 1, and Spanish Level 2 at 1. All right, let me check for special events, and then I'll hop over to the Let's Go page. Let's see. Okay, so tomorrow, volunteer notary public. If you need something notarized, you might want to head over to the center tomorrow between 9:30 and 11. You can get things notarized for free. And that includes, I suppose, the real estate documents. I know you have to sign up for those. What else has to be notarized? Let's see. No idea. Anyway, if you know, you know. Now, the RSVP program is tomorrow. That's the Retired and Senior Volunteer Program. They stop by once a month to let seniors know about the different nonprofits in the area and different places that they can volunteer. A lot of us have time on our hands and we have expertise and energy. We want to help somebody. So, tomorrow you can learn about seeds. And seeds used to stand for something. I can't remember what, but they do. I drove by there this weekend, and yeah, they've got beautiful gardens over there. They have a gorgeous community garden on both sides of the street. So you might want to see how you can help the Seeds Urban Garden and Kitchen. How about that? They've got a kitchen too. So that's going to be tomorrow at noon. Also tomorrow, Painting with Police, 12:30 until 3 in the art studio. So you have to register for this one, so be sure to call and register. This is where you get to talk to police officers and paint and just relax and just have a good time talking to the police. You might have something on your mind. Maybe you want to keep it on the down low, so to speak. You don't want to broadcast it at the PAC meeting, but instead maybe talk to the police in a more relaxed, almost private, more private than the PAC meeting. So it's up to you. You might want to check that out. Okay, let's see. Ooh, what's today? You know what? By the end of this week, you've got to get in your application for the senior vouchers for the farmers markets, where you can get, I think, $50 worth of $5 coupons. So get the application at the senior center and turn it in by Friday, because I think they do the choosing. You see, I'm looking here at my calendar here. I think they choose either on Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, you might want to check that out. Okay, let's go to the Let's Go page, and then that will be it. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, be sure to check out the cover story. The street games used to play on the south side of Chicago growing up. If you might want to check out those games, they're so fun. I'm talking like Mother May I, Red Light, what else? Electric Tag. A lot of these kids nowadays, I would say most of the kids nowadays, they don't know those games. They have to be taught. And in fact, kids don't even know how to play games a lot of times. They're just not taught. They just kind of, they're on their phone and I don't know what they do. They're just running around chasing each other. But if you are with the summer camp program, Durham Parks and Recreation, or you just have a lot of kids on your block and you just want to teach them how to play, check out my cover story. You'll thank me later. Okay, let's go to the Let's Go page. Okay, let's see. New Visions of Africa restaurant. They're having their grocery giveaway. It just started just now. They started at 12:30. It's 12:30 right now. So head over there, 1306 Fayetteville Street, the 5K bus. So basically, they ask you questions like, how many people are in your family? How many kids do you have? They want to make sure they give you enough food because they give away a lot of food. If you have a rolling cart, take that. You'll probably need it. So that is going on right now for the next couple of hours. They're right next door to WD Hill, which means if the street isn't blocked, I know there's some construction. Hopefully you can turn off of Fayetteville. Otherwise, you might have to go all the way to Umstead and maybe go around and hopefully reach the parking lot the back way. So try to park on the upper lot if you can, so you don't have to navigate the stairs. Okay, Durham Parks and Recreation's Wheels Durham. They're having the Affordable Family Fun Night tonight from 6 until 8:30. So you can admissions half off. You can rent skates for 6, 7 for rollerblades. They do have a clear bag policy. I guess they don't want people bringing in wild stuff, but that should be really fun. Affordable family fun night from 6 until 8:30. And of course, the location is 715 North Hoover Road. Now, the Glass Jug Beer Lab, they're hosting the Glass Jog Run Club starting at 6 at the Parkwood Ballpark, 5200 Revere Road. And then you can choose either to run or walk or jog for 2 miles or for 5K, ending at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, 5410 Highway 55. So dogs are welcome if they're polite and on leashes. Strollers are welcome. Um, your kids are welcome, so you don't have to run. You can walk and just get out in the fresh air. I think you would enjoy that. The Black and Brown Ballet class is at the Hayti Heritage Center from 6:30 until 8, where you can learn traditional ballet technique. You have to be at least age 12 and a beginning or intermediate student. So this is at the Hayti on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood, starting at 6:30, and the class fee is $10. Harris Beverages is the host of the Durham Toastmasters meeting in person from 6:30 until 8, where you can learn how to speak in front of people. 1305 Hillsborough Road. It says turn between the hot dog and Wendy's. Now, if you simply can't make it in person, you can attend via Zoom. But what's the fun in that? Learning how to speak while in the safety of your own home. You want to go there in person and learn how to talk in front of people so that maybe you can do this live streaming. So that's going to be tonight, 6:30 until 8, and it's free. They're going to have stargazing on the roof at the Durham Hotel. That should be nice. 315 East Chapel Hill Street. We'll be checking the weather in a minute to see if it's going to work out. Usually, the Moorhead Planetarium educators are there with their telescopes, and it's really, really nice. Even if you don't look at through the telescopes, just being up high like that, it's a nice view of all the buildings that are downtown. It's really nice. So that's going to be, DJ Mike Check will be playing music from 7:30 until 9:30, and then the stargazing is from 8:30 until 10:30. It's free and it's an all ages event. Now, if you are in need, Catholic Charities will be running the Durham Community Food Pantry from 10 until 1 tomorrow. This is in the Lakewood Shopping Center, 2020 Chapel Hill Road, Suite 30. Get food, get diapers, and let's see. Sometimes they're giving away interesting things like charcoal. You never know. You can go once a month. So talk to a social worker. Let them know if you can't have, I call them social workers. I think maybe they're called intake workers. I'm not sure what they're called, but let them know if you can't have pork or dairy, and they'll substitute something. It's a great way to get groceries and also diapers. And they have the adult size as well. They speak English, Spanish, and French. Let's see. I think that's it. Frankie Alexander, mellow jazz vocalist. She will be at Boxyard RTP, 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54 tomorrow during the Here and There live concert series from noon until 2. It's an outdoor venue. It's going to be hot tomorrow. That should be really pleasant because you'll be sitting under a gigantic, the biggest fan you've ever seen, literally, is there at Boxyard, and you should really like that. It's free. And of course, you can always buy lunch when you get there. All righty, let me put this over here and let's check the weather. Wait a minute, gotta do the intro. How could I forget? Okay, wait a minute. I had to do it. It has gone up 3 degrees since I started the show. Whoa. It is 86 beautiful degrees right now. It says partly cloudy. The sun is blasting out there. Anyway, maybe it was cloudy a minute ago, but the sun is definitely making its appearance. And I'm looking at this hour by hour. The sun's going to be playing peekaboo until at least 4, and then it's going to be cloudy. So tonight, the sun comes back out right before sunset. Okay. Oh, it's going to be a clear night. Okay. So this is a good night to look at the stars on the roof of the Durham Hotel. Okay, wonderful. So it's going to be a little volatile, sun, cloudy, clear skies at night. It's going to be up and down, but it will be, let's see, what's the high today? 89. Okay, so it's 86 right now, going up to 89. Now, tomorrow it's going to be sunny all day long with the high of 92. I think summer is almost upon us. And then Thursday, thunderstorms and 91. Friday, oh, I hope it doesn't rain because it's third Friday and everybody goes downtown. But we'll see. It might not rain. It's only 50% chance on Friday, but the high will be 88 on Friday. So 89 today. How about that? All right. Now let's see what's going on. See what's going on with Barb. So let me do this. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm going to do something different. Okay, wait. Let's see how quickly I can do this. I'm going to try to do, okay. Let me see if I can do this quickly. How about that? It worked.
Okay.
That was almost smooth. How are you,
Practice makes
Barb?
perfect. Huh?
How are you?
I'm okay. I caught your post on Facebook and I went over to your page and there was nothing live there. So are you just streaming to
Yeah,
YouTube?
yeah. See, I have an exclamation point where it says Facebook, and so oh,
So
and Dave is saying great job. Thank you, thank you. So, so I can see that I'm on Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook has an exclamation point, and it says the connection was disconnected. weren't
wow.
weren't able to stream to that destination.
Well, you're not alone and it's good to know that it's not just the Evie Mux application. A couple of others are reporting that same stuff. So
Oh,
over
so,
these last two
so
days. So it's
oh,
anybody's guess as to whether we're going to actually appear live on Facebook right now, I think.
you
So,
know what? I think Facebook. See, I got a notice today. Older videos, wait, videos older than 30 days will be nixed on Facebook. I guess they'll be
the
deleted.
live ones, yeah, the live ones,
Oh, okay, okay.
just your
Um,
live ones. And that would be you got it for your Durham Skywriter page.
and that's fine because I do this every day, and I don't expect anybody to watch an old Little City Hangout. I mean, unless you want to see the guest, in which case they're all on YouTube on the Durham Skywriter YouTube channel. If you ever,
Right. And you
yeah,
might do some repurposing if you ever get a break to do that. You could do your guest any guests that you have just do do an edit and just have the interview from that as a separate video.
exactly. That's one of my
Yeah.
lures. I tell them they could always,
Repurpose.
yeah. And David saying so much for so much lost media. Yeah, I think well, even, and I don't really mind it in my case because this is like a one-off daily show. But
Mm-hmm.
Twitch does that. Twitch tells you when you sign up for live streaming that because they want to save a room or bandwidth or something, and they're telling you that your show will be on your channel for 6 days,
Hmm.
and that's fine because,
Yeah.
like I said, I do this every day when I do it. I know I haven't done the show for a few days. Still dealing with some mouth pain. Uh,
Yes. That's why I checked in, just see how you're coming along.
Actually, I'm going to the dentist on Thursday, so I hope I can do Bull City Hangout. Well, my appointment is at 11 and my show's at noon, so I probably won't do Bull City Hangout on Thursday unless I'm able to pre-record somehow. But yeah, I'm going. He's going to make an adjustment, and you're not going to believe this, Barb. I mean, you probably don't sit around watching dentures videos like I do, but that's my interest now that I have them. But people are literally taking Dremels to their own. They're making their own adjustments with
Oh
Dremel.
my gosh.
They say here's how to, and they're just willy nilly, just, and I'm like, no, uh-uh. I'm still paying for these because they only with Medicare they pay for half. I would not
Uh-huh.
dare take a Dremel to these things.
Nope. I
Uh,
don't think I would either.
of course, that means I'm driving to the next town. It was only like a 20-minute drive. It's not like I'm going, cross country. But yeah, I would much rather uh, drive over to my dentist's office in Chapel Hill than take a Dremel. That's ridiculous that people are doing that. And they're trying to teach others how to do it. You just can't do that.
I,
Actually, I can't say you can't do it because they're doing it. Davidson laugh out loud. Indeed. Indeed. I'm going to see if he could do something about because it's still protruding right here. I'm sure he can
mhm.
tell. So I'm see if we could
Is
Dremel that down a little bit.
that isn't just from swelling?
No, the swelling's finished, but I could tell that it's definitely protruding.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's yeah. But I mean, the dentist said that I will need adjustments.
Adjustments. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not unusual because it's kind of like because of the fact that my teeth were extracted and I went home with dentures. It's kind of a newish thing. So it's kind of like they know it's not going to be perfect straight off. They know it's not going to be perfect. So, and they want to accommodate the gums as they're swollen, you see, and then they will adjust after the swelling goes down. So they know this. They know they're going to have to do that. So, so I don't mind at all. I can just hop over there Thursday and alleviate some of the pain, and then maybe do some trimming, and then I'm just happy to have teeth. I'm very happy to have teeth. So yeah. So Barb, what's the temperature where you are? Because I was just saying how it's 86. Where is it where you are? Uh-oh. Barbara's on silent. Oh no.
Sorry about that. Am I still there?
Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just saying how it's 86 here.
It's well, my high for today and through Sunday are all, over 90 and 98, 96, 98, 97, 98, and then on Sunday I go down to 93. But
Down to 93.
yeah. So I'm currently it's like 10:44 and 11 a.m. They're saying 84 degrees outside right
Wow.
now. We did buy the corgis another pool. So
Ooh.
yeah, Gary went and got one yet yesterday, so I'm gonna put it up on the back out back because it really gets hot for
Nice.
them. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Remember when I and the little fish I had for them to catch? I've got to find
Mhm.
some more of them. I don't think I ordered them on Amazon. I think I bought them at the like PetSmart or something.
Mhm. Oh,
But I
there
got
you.
to round them up.
Oh, I don't know if it's too much trouble, but if you had, remember, you used to have the camera, the corgi cam, so to speak.
Yeah, the uh-huh.
It would be.
Yeah, that's what I brought them with me, and I was hoping to get one set up outside so I could,
That
just let them be. This fence on this home is it's fenced in, of course, and the place for them, the fenced in area. I mean, it's like what we call our backyard. It's really the side yard in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So it give King some place to just run around,
That
thinking he was free. So we'll see what happens, see what he does. But
that should be so fun.
um,
I miss seeing your little puppies.
oh, yeah. Now when we took him
Woo.
into the vet this time, they said, "Well, now we're approaching senior. We need to talk about senior management. They're senior dogs now
Oh,
already. How
oh,
about that? I mean, you knew when they were born and everything, and it's like,
yeah.
where did time go?"
Wow. But do they still have a lot of energy?
Oh yeah, they're like pups still.
Oh, good.
So I was like, I was really taken aback by what they said.
Well. I guess
But
if they still have a lot of zip, they should be fine, right?
yeah.
As long as you keep them healthy and
Yeah, I remember many of the mutual friends we had at the time when I got them. They said, "Oh, you don't want another pet. You don't want to have any more pets." I said, I have just got to have faith. I'll be here long enough to take care of them. So if they can
yeah,
take care of me, I'll be here to take care of
there
them."
you go. There you go. I'm usually adopted by local
Pets.
stray cats, but there's one, and I've been trying to get its attention as it walks across my yard every day, but it just I guess it's just too feral. It just won't come over. It runs when I whistle at it, and
Yeah.
I try to entice it with food, and yeah, I think it's too wild,
Well,
but that's okay. That's
I love kitties. I love cats and I love dogs too, but
yeah.
I've just the corgis, it's this is our third batch of them, and
Oh,
uh,
third.
yeah, and I wouldn't be without them. I can't imagine being without them. They're
I,
just so much fun.
I
Um,
know.
I mean, we let ours get in bed with us, so and we
With
have
those short little legs, do you have to
we
design?
have stairs to the bed, and
No,
so they go up and down the stairs, and they don't even it's like they don't even try to jump off the bed or anything.
I
They
guess
know
not
what they're supposed to do.
with
So
those little legs.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
so adorable. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Well, when you set up the cam, let us know.
Will do. So I don't know about you, but did you get a professional Facebook account? Did you do the creator account and then pay the $10 a month for that little blue star? You know,
No, because I initially wanted to be considered one of the Facebook journalism. They had,
yeah, I had that too. Yeah, I had that
yeah,
too.
and so I didn't think about that other one, the creator one.
Well, that and we had to pay a monthly fee for that. And so I said, "Nope, I'm not going to do that because
Oh,
you
okay.
know, we have followers that from other platforms that join us on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and they get to advertise to them, and we don't get a percentage of their advertisements to them." you know,
I didn't
in
know. I,
friends,
I didn't know.
that's never happened. And so they want to they this new what they decided to do with their professional status, and you pay for the blue check mark.
Mhm.
And I just had too many people tell me the nightmares about them. And then this morning, I'm a creature of habit.
Mm-hmm.
And I always, like, if I go to facebook.com and then I slash, and my home my profile is Barb TUSA.
Mm-hmm.
And so I type that in because that's what you would see when you went to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on it today, it has, for my visibility as I'm logged in, said it has this long wide button that says professional dashboard, and yeah, in blue and with white text. And then it has, you scroll down a little bit, and it says that you won't see your friends, or you won't be seeing your friends. They won't be able to see who your friends are, so forth and so on, in this professional mode. But
You didn't ask for that.
and I didn't ask for it, right? And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I'll bet they're giving us all, any of us who are live streamers, I'll bet they're kind of trying to push it on us and giving us a preview of what it would look like.
Mm,
And
I don't know.
it literally showed my, I'll check here real quick because it was mind blowing. And I said,
Mm,
something's up today. I took screenshots
mm,
because it was like, what on earth are you guys doing? It said I had 2.9 thousand followers, and I'm following 3,000.
Okay.
And I have, it seems to me I have like 2,200 friends, if I'm not mistaken. But
Wow.
then I scroll down a little bit. Oh, I'm doing that right now, and they're not actually putting that bar there.
Mm.
But I can't see who. Supposedly there was a line here. I saved it, but I can't see it now. But anyway, that button is still up there. So I'm there's no way I'm pushing it.
I wonder what their selling point would be to entice you.
they're trying to entice us to turn to professional.
I don't
Well,
know.
because the rumor is that
So David said,
if I friends, if you have friends,
mm-hmm,
and you allow followers on your personal profile,
mm-hmm,
that those will go away soon. They won't be allowed to follow personal profiles. So then, if they aren't really a friend, but they are connected to you, like through Facebook groups or something, and they want to see what you post on your personal profile that's to the public, they
mm-hmm,
can't just follow you. In
mm-hmm.
other words, they would just have to go and look you up to see what was there. But that was a feature that we've had for a
This is
long time.
basically making it, I mean, Facebook, that's what Facebook was for.
Exactly. And so, but when Mark was earlier in back in March, and he just said, well, that's all going to go by away. It's no longer, for friends and family. It's the discovery and making new connections. Well, we're not
On
the
his term,
major.
on his
Yeah,
term.
exactly. But the
Yeah.
whole reason the platform started was to connect with your friends. And, it was, from the university standpoint and that, yeah,
Mhm.
it's to make new connections, but it's mainly to see what your friends are um, are up to. Your connections are up to. So
Yeah,
anyhow,
that's
it's
very,
very very discouraging, and I think that I'm not the kind of person that typically feels picked on.
mhm.
But I think that generationally they are picking on Gen Xers and baby boomers, trying to discourage them to even sign in on the
Ooh, I hope
platform.
not, because we that happened to us before with Blab.
Yep.
They didn't want the older folks to.
That's
Who
right.
else, who else has the time to explore all this new technology? The
Exactly.
older
And
folks.
they lost. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's not going to work that way, because but I mean, if you're
Will
a
they
grand
ever learn, Barb? Will they ever learn?
nah, it's just like, but I my whole career has been bringing the different generations online.
Mhm.
And the whole thing was to be able to stay in touch with your family when you have a child, they grow up and they go off to university, they go off to live in another state.
Mhm.
It's still, you can log into Facebook in the morning, and you can see, if everyone is trained properly, of course, but which of course my people are, but is you can see what they're up to, and whether they're available or not. That's what the status thing was all about.
Remember the early days of Twitter where they would show you what they had for breakfast and lunch? And,
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And on that platform, funny you should mention that platform, because I'm still there, but
you.
and I pay for the account there.
Mhm.
When they offered, what they did to pay for it, I said, okay, I'd be happy to do that, because I want, you know, what they had, the features and benefits of that. I thought, well, that's a good thing. But then they took our generic, and our feed with everyone we were connected to, that went away. Fortunately, I had created lists of like people from Blab and people from Facebook, all my Facebook groups and stuff, so
Smart.
I could stay in touch. But it's work. I don't have time for it.
To me, the heyday of Twitter was right there when Periscope was popular.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Periscope. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Periscope was so cool. It was the only, now you can correct me if I'm wrong, But I think Periscope was the only live streaming app where you could go by country. Because I would say, "Oh, I wonder what's going on in Nigeria right now," and then
Hmm.
you could see who's live in Nigeria, who's live in California, who's live in England.
Right.
You can't do that anywhere else.
Yeah, they wanted. Well, it was after Periscope that they got all upset about privacy. And the Facebook got sued, and I think Google did too.
Yeah, but
For
if you're
sure.
live
A
streaming,
whole
you want to be discovered if you're live streaming.
right.
So
Well, yeah, it messed us up. So what can I say?
yeah, I loved that was the best feature.
Uh-huh.
Boy,
It
just
really. And I don't believe I was just in a meeting with top techs in on the Meta platform on the Facebook platform,
mhm.
but top Meta techs on the Meta. That's a tongue twister.
That-
Bottom line, it's with techie people.
yeah, yeah.
The difference in the application on Facebook, and and it was really sad because they have features, they have wonderful features they introduced, but they don't work.
Mhm,
And they work intermittently and stuff like that. And so, just trying to get people connected, I mean, it's a chore. And the whole purpose of wanting to stay connected to your family and friends, or
mhm.
like a project and friends. If you're using, you're an entrepreneur and you're on a special project and you want to stay connected to those people to talk about that project.
And very often I follow companies. If I'm using
Hmm.
Rode mics, I'm using
Right.
Manfrotto tripods. If I'm using gear, Newer is another company I like. I follow them on social media.
Right. Exactly.
'Cause I want to
So
ask questions and find out what's new with the gear. Have get pointers, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's
that's
another
great.
really great way to connect with you know um, the people who are making the gear that you're using.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. But who knows? It's going to be an interesting summer, and it's sure going to be a hot
so
one.
I think so because it's not. Let's see, the first day of summer is that Saturday? Let's see, first day of summer. Oh, Friday, Friday, summer solstice. Yeah, we'll be celebrating Juneteenth as well. But yeah, this is the first week of summer, pretty much. Next couple of days. So it's already in the 90s in North Carolina,
Yeah. Yeah, for
and
sure.
out of New Mexico's in the 90s. So we might have a really good summer.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope that we can stay out of wars and and be happy for a change.
But you know what, Barb? I'm going to be happy regardless.
Yeah.
I try to get up earlier so that with it being hot now, I can do I play out in the yard. I was playing out in the yard this morning. And in fact, I would go to Lowe's this afternoon and pick up some stuff. But yeah, I mean, you still have to go on with life and not forget
Hmm.
they were supposed to be having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very
You're right.
political, so I have concerns, but I can't forget to live.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. So, folks, you're not
Absolutely.
forget to live. You're supposed to be having a good time.
Couldn't agree with you more. I'm glad you're doing better.
I
And
am, and I think on Thursday, I think that the pain right here, he's going to deal with that, and
okay.
because actually all around most of my mouth feels okay. It's just this one spot.
Mm.
And so when he deals with it, then I think, and I'm still getting used to talking. There's certain sounds that I struggle to make, but I watch Denture's YouTube videos, and it's not unusual for people
Mm.
to have to relearn how to eat, which I have. I'm not eating solids yet, but learning how to eat, how to talk, you know, so it's
Well,
fine.
You're
Yes,
coming along. It's
thank
that's
and
coming
thanks
along
for
great.
checking. Thanks
Yeah.
for checking. Yes, indeed. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day, Barb.
You too. I'm gonna take off, and I'll see you back on Facebook.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Hopefully. Okay. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. Awesome. All right. So I think that's pretty much it for today's show. Let me check the weather one more time. It might be 90 by no, it's not supposed to be 90 yet. Let's see. Still 86, going up to 89. And it looks like it's partly sunny right now, I can tell. So now it's changed. So now it's going to be partly sunny all the way through 6 o'clock, and then fully sunny right before sunset around 8. And then hopefully, yeah, still clear night. So you can go up on the roof of the Durham Hotel. And yeah, now it's saying clear night all night. So no clouds tonight. So tonight might be a really good night. With it being hot today, at night it should be just perfect. Absolutely perfection. So with that, have a beautiful afternoon. Thank you, Barb, for coming on the show. Dave, thanks for being in the audience. William as well. Let me see. Just making sure for other comments. Okay. So thank you and for those who are watching the replay, thank you as well. And I'll see you tomorrow. Now tomorrow, let's see. Yes, I'll be doing the show live tomorrow. So if you want to come on the show tomorrow, you are more than welcome. And with that, ciao for now.